Picture walking into your kitchen, just 7 days from now, and seeing a fresh, vibrant patch of greens you grew yourself. No fancy lights, no pricey supplies, and none of the usual microgreen stress. And here's the part most gardeners don't know. This isn't your everyday radish or broccoli green. Hey growers, welcome back to Gardens Heaven, where we make gardening simple, affordable, and genuinely enjoyable. If you're returning, I appreciate you so much. Your support keeps this community thriving. And if you're new here, you're now part of a space where even a small kitchen corner can turn into a mini garden. Before we dive in, take a quick moment to hit the like button so more garden lovers can find this video. And if you love saving money while growing fresh food at home, go ahead and subscribe. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss a new guide. Now let's get into it, because this microgreen is something special. Number 1, choosing the uncommon microgreen. You can harvest in 7 days. Most people grow the same microgreens: radish, broccoli, peas, but today we're using something different. Amaranth microgreens. They grow faster than radish, they burst with color, and they pack a richer nutrient punch than most common varieties. The best part is that amaranth seeds are incredibly cheap, easy to find, and they sprout quickly even in low-light indoor spaces. This makes them perfect for anyone trying to grow indoors without extra equipment. Amaranth also has a naturally mild, earthy taste with a soft crunch that instantly lifts salads, sandwiches, omelets, bowls, and even smoothies. Viewers love discovering crops that feel new but still easy to work with, and amaranth fits that perfectly. Plus, its bright red and pink stems make it visually stunning, exactly the kind of microgreen that makes people ask, "Wait, what is that?" It's the kind of crop that feels uncommon, but once you try it, you'll wish you had known about it years ago. And here's why it's perfect for beginners. Amaranth doesn't need heavy soil, fancy trays, or high-maintenance care. A simple shallow container, a paper towel base or light soil layer, and regular misting are all it requires. It's forgiving, fast, and incredibly rewarding, especially when you're aiming for a 7-day harvest. It gives that instant confidence boost that keeps new growers excited and engaged. Number 2, preparing your simple indoor setup. Growing amaranth microgreens doesn't require a full gardening setup. Start with something as simple as a shallow food container, a recycled takeout tray, or any flat plastic dish you already have at home. Make a few tiny holes at the bottom for drainage, but if that's not possible, just go lighter with your watering. Line the base with a thin layer of paper towel or a light sprinkle of potting mix. Both work perfectly. This minimal setup helps the seeds stay moist without drowning them, and it keeps the whole process clean and beginner-friendly. Next, spread your amaranth seeds evenly across the surface. Don't bury them. Just let them sit right on top, because they sprout best when they have access to air and light contact. Give them a light misting until the surface looks evenly damp. Then cover the container with its lid or a plate for the first 24-48 hours. This creates a simple humidity dome that encourages fast sprouting. You don't need special equipment, just patience and consistent moisture. Place the covered tray somewhere warm like a kitchen counter, a shelf, or near a window, where indirect light can reach after the first 2 days. Amaranth doesn't need intense light to grow, and in fact grows beautifully even in rooms that don't get direct sunlight. Once you remove the cover, keep misting once or twice a day. By day 5, you'll notice the vibrant stems showing off their color. By day 7, your tray will be full, bright, and ready for harvest. Number 3, caring for your microgreens. From day 1 to day 7. Once your amaranth seeds begin to sprout, the next few days are all about simple, gentle care. After removing the lid, let them breathe and stretch toward the light, even if that light is soft or indirect. Amaranth is surprisingly low demand. It doesn't need the sunniest window in your home. What it does need is consistency. A light mist in the morning and another in the evening keeps the young stems hydrated without soaking the roots. You'll start seeing the first hints of red and pink as early as day 3, which is always an exciting moment for indoor growers. By the middle of the week, the sprouts will begin standing tall, and you'll notice how delicate and colorful they look. Resist the urge to overwater during this stage. Too much water can make them slump or grow thin. Instead, aim for a fresh, barely moist feel to the growing surface every time you touch it. This is also when air movement matters. Nothing dramatic, just enough so the greens don't sit in still air. A ceiling fan, an open window, or simple room airflow is more than enough to keep them healthy and prevent that damp smell some beginners worry about. As the seventh day approaches, the microgreens will be full, bright, and incredibly vibrant. You'll know they're ready when the leaves are fully open and the stems have their signature pink glow. The beauty of growing amaranth indoors is how quickly and reliably it reaches harvest size. All that's left is to slide scissors across the base, collect your fresh greens, and use them immediately or store them in a cool container. With minimal effort, you've grown something unique, colorful, packed with nutrients, and ready to eat in just a week. Number 4. Harvesting and using your amaranth microgreens. Harvesting amaranth microgreens is the moment everything feels worth it. By day 7, the tray should look full and almost fluffy, with bright stems and tiny open leaves. To harvest, tilt the tray slightly and use clean scissors to cut just above the base. Don't pull them out by the roots. Cutting keeps your greens clean, crisp, and free from the mess of soil or paper fibers. The stems are delicate, so handle them gently, almost like you're holding tiny edible flowers. You'll immediately notice their fresh scent and how vibrant the colors look in your hands. Once harvested, give them a quick, gentle rinse under cool water. Lay them on a paper towel to remove excess moisture before storing or serving. If you're planning to eat them the same day, they'll taste the best right after cutting. But if you want to store them, place the dry microgreens in a container lined with a dry paper towel. Keep the lid slightly open to allow a bit of airflow. This keeps them fresh for up to 5 days without wilting. Many new growers worry about microgreens losing their color after harvest, but amaranth holds its beauty surprisingly well when handled with care. Using them is where the fun really starts. Sprinkle them over eggs, salads, tacos, or pasta for a fresh burst of color. Add them to sandwiches for a mild earthy crunch, or blend a small handful into smoothies for a nutrient boost, without altering the flavor too much. Their bright pink stems make any plate look gourmet, and people often think they came from a specialty store. But the real joy is knowing they came from your own indoor setup. A tiny tray, a handful of seeds, 7 days, and you've got something that looks expensive and tastes fresh. Number 5. Common mistakes to avoid so your microgreens grow perfectly. One of the biggest mistakes beginners make is overwatering. Because microgreens look delicate, many growers think they need to stay drenched. But amaranth dislikes soggy conditions. Too much water makes the stems weak and creates a slimy layer on the surface. The trick is simple: mist lightly until the surface looks moist, not soaked. If you ever see water pooling at the bottom of the tray, that's your sign to pause watering for a day. Keeping the tray lightly moist helps the greens stand upright and develop strong color. Another mistake is keeping the humidity dome on for too long. Covering the tray helps seeds sprout faster, but if you forget to uncover them after 24-48 hours, your microgreens may stretch, look pale, or start bending. They need fresh air to grow properly. As soon as you see tiny white sprouts forming, remove the cover and let your greens breathe. Even normal room airflow is enough to keep them healthy. A well-sprouted amaranth tray should look short and vibrant, not long and floppy. A final mistake is placing the tray in harsh sunlight. Many people assume the brighter the light, the faster the growth, but amaranth microgreens grow best in gentle light. Direct sun can cause them to dry out quickly, fade in color, or taste bitter. Indirect light from a kitchen window or even regular room lighting works perfectly. Keeping the environment calm and steady gives you beautiful greens without stress. Avoiding these simple mistakes ensures your 7-day harvest comes out full, colorful, and flavorful every single time. Number 6. Extending your harvest and continuous growing. One of the best parts about growing amaranth microgreens is how easy it is to keep a steady supply. After harvesting a tray, don't throw it away. Simply rinse and clean the container, let it dry, and you're ready for the next batch. Because these microgreens grow in just 7 days, you can plan a weekly cycle, giving your kitchen a constant supply of fresh, vibrant greens without buying more trays or equipment. It's like having a mini indoor farm that keeps giving week after week. Another way to extend your harvest is by staggering your plantings. Instead of planting all seeds at once, divide them across 2 or 3 trays with a day or two between each. This way, you'll have one tray ready to harvest while the next one is still growing. It keeps your supply consistent and ensures you always have fresh microgreens to add to meals. Staggered planting is especially helpful if you use microgreens frequently in salads, sandwiches, or smoothies. Finally, keep experimenting with small tweaks to get the best results. Try using slightly different light conditions, test a mix of amaranth with other compatible microgreens, or adjust your misting schedule to see what works best in your home environment. These small adjustments can improve flavor, texture, and overall growth, and it makes the process more fun and personalized. With these strategies, your indoor garden becomes not just a one-time project, but a sustainable, enjoyable routine that keeps giving. Number 7. Extra tips for flavor, nutrition, and creative uses. Amaranth microgreens aren't just fast-growing, they're also incredibly versatile. One simple trick to boost flavor is to give them a gentle rinse in cool water right before using. This removes any dust while keeping the stems crisp. For an extra nutrient punch, try mixing a handful of amaranths with milder microgreens, like sunflower or pea shoots. You'll get a colorful, flavorful mix that's perfect for salads, sandwiches, omelets, or even homemade wraps. Another way to enhance both taste and nutrition is by experimenting with light exposure. While amaranth grows well in indirect light, exposing the sprouts to a little more natural sunlight for a few hours can deepen their red stems and intensify their flavor. You can also lightly mist them with a natural plant-based nutrient solution, like diluted seaweed extract, once or twice during the week. These small tweaks help you get the most out of your microgreens, in terms of both health benefits and visual appeal. Finally, think creatively about how to use your harvest. Sprinkle them on soups or pasta just before serving for a fresh, colorful boost. Blend them into smoothies for a subtle, earthy flavor without overpowering the drink. Or use them as an eye-catching garnish for tacos, bowls, or even homemade pizzas. These microgreens are not only quick to grow, but also incredibly versatile, allowing you to experiment in the kitchen while getting maximum nutrition and beauty from your 7-day harvest. And just like that, you've grown a vibrant tray of amaranth microgreens in only 7 days, fast, simple, and packed with flavor and nutrients. From a small container on your countertop to a colorful, healthy addition to your meals, this little crop proves that indoor gardening doesn't have to be complicated or expensive. If you found these tips helpful, or you're excited to try growing amaranth at home, drop a comment below and tell me what microgreens you'll try next. Don't forget to hit that like button. It really helps Gardens Heaven reach more fellow garden lovers. And of course, if you want more unique indoor gardening guides, easy budget-friendly ideas, and fresh crops you've probably never tried before, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a new video. Thanks for watching, happy growing, and I'll see you in the next one.